everyone, welcome back to another video. If you can't already tell, I seem to have caught a cold, yay! We are here to do a short video, hopefully. We always say that, it never works out, but yes, hopefully this is one. It is the rapid fire tag that was originally done by Girlreading. I'm going to be looking down at my iPad for the questions, but yes, shall we?
We haven't looked at the questions.
No.
Like prior to
Actually
this.
looked at it, so yeah, this will be a bit like brain thinking stuff.
Brain thinking stuff.
I'm tired. Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, ebook or physical book? Physical book.
I love physical books, but at the moment I can't read them, so I suppose ebook.
But isn't an ebook just a version you read on a tablet? It's not an audiobook.
No, but it's bigger. You can make the font
Oh,
bigger.
it's true, you can zoom. I mean,
Yeah.
I use ebooks for university, but I prefer physical books, like when I'm reading. Textbooks, I don't care.
If I could, I would read the physical book.
Yeah. Okay, paperback or hardback? Paperback. I knew.
Hardback.
Yeah, we
Hardback
have a
all
good
the way.
mix of paperback and hardback because you buy paperback and I like...
Other way around.
Sorry. You buy hardback, I like paperback.
Yes.
Okay, online or in-store shopping?
In-store.
Okay, so I really like in-store shopping. However, most of the time I'm a bit too unwell to do it. So I think like if I was well enough to go, I would do in-store, but online like saves a lot of
Money.
well, money.
As well.
No, but it saves a lot of money, but it also saves a lot of energy.
Yeah.
So,
No, I agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, trilogies or series?
Um,
Series. Because if you think about it, Harry Potter is a series. Visible Library is a series.
I don't know.
Discworld series. Ha ha ha. All my favorites are series, it seems.
I don't know if I have a preference.
Yeah, I mean, but you have to choose one. So what would you go with if you had to choose?
Series? I don't know. I don't really care.
I'd go with series if I had to choose one, but I'm willing to read trilogies as well. I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah.
Okay, heroes or villains? Villains.
Yeah, villains are pretty much
Definitely
always
villains.
more interesting.
I don't know, I like them, yeah. Because they're so weird and
They just are
awful.
always more complex, more interesting, more
Yeah.
three-dimensional.
They're
The heroes are always a bit, well, not always, but mostly it's just a bit bland. They just want to save the day, which is great and all, but not very interesting when it comes down to it.
What I do like is how Terry Pratchett writes his heroes.
Yes, they're not really. They're more like anti-heroes.
Which is kind of, anti-heroes would probably be the best medium between the two. But yeah, we'll go with villains, I reckon.
Yeah.
A book you want everyone to read. I'm going to go with The Invisible Library because I don't see it a lot on BookTube and I really love it. Billy's taken a gander at the bookcase.
I don't know. A book I want everyone to read.
Well, what about your favourite author? Is there one of them you really want? Neil Gaiman?
But I mean, so many people read Neil Gaiman.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of one that's like a little more obscure.
Yeah, that
maybe.
people don't read.
Um.
God, there's too many bloody books, can't tell. oh, I know.
Yeah.
What about this one?
Oh, Diana Lynn Jones. The Crestomancy series, but not the series.
No.
The
The Lives.
Oh, are you gonna help me with
Yeah,
this?
here we go. Well, it's stuck. Okay.
The Lives of Christopher Chant.
Yes.
By
I'm gonna
far
agree, for sure.
one of my favorite books ever.
And I don't see this talked about a lot either.
No.
And she's the same author who wrote Howl's Moving Castle.
Yeah.
Famous Studio Ghibli movie. Most people know the movie,
Yes,
not the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say this one too. Yeah,
Definitely.
Invisible Library, the first one, so it gets into the series, and this one.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this book.
Nice.
It's I mean, broadly speaking, it's just a children's book. It's really nice, magical.
Fantasy.
Lots and lots of fun.
Yeah,
so yes,
it's really
that
good.
One, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Recommend an underrated book.
Oh no.
Did we just lose?
Did we just do that?
Yeah, we just...
Well, okay, different underrated book.
I suppose the reason it's hard is because those two books that we mentioned are possibly not very well known and therefore underrated. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Okay, underrated. Hold on. See the back of my head for a minute. This is going well. This is what happens when we don't prepare and look at the things in advance. Oh God. Underrated. Oh, how about this one?
For you?
Yeah. I'm going to go with The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness because I feel like it got a lot of mixed reviews. A lot of people were saying that it wasn't very original, it was kind of boring, it was very much like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I can see elements of that, but I actually really love this book. So yes, I'm going to say The Rest of Us Just Live Here by Patrick Ness.
I guess I'm going to go with a very, very underrated book by the name of Jane Austen's
Oh my
Pride and
God,
Prejudice.
I knew
No,
it was
I'm
sarcasm.
I'm joking. I really, really, really enjoyed the Viral series by Kathy Reichs, and I really don't see people talking about it.
That might work then.
She, of course, the TV show Bones was based on her books and her. So,
but this is a different series.
This is a YA series. It's nothing to do with forensic anthropology.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of fun. It is a fantasy sci-fi series.
I haven't read it, but Billy likes it a lot.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. Next up we have The Last Book You Finished. That's easy. Mine is just here. Ta-da!
What was the last
The
book?
Collector by John Fowles. This was just in our book haul. It's also going to be in our wrap-up, which we did not film yet. It will come soon.
The last book I read, I'm pretty sure was Guards Guards.
Oh yeah, it's
Finished
right
that
behind
one
you.
off. Oh right.
Between the two,
this
yeah.
one? Guards Guards.
Yeah, we
Terry
did it. We're doing well.
This is going wonderfully.
Well, we didn't look at the questions, so...
Yes.
Okay. The last book you bought. Oh, Christ. No. I think this is a no.
I think it's the Essex Serpent by Sarah Perry.
Oh, yes, it
and
is.
Possibly
And Tipping the Velvet.
by Sarah Waters.
They're in our book haul, so
Yeah.
go and look at that.
Or Art Matters by Neil Gaiman.
Oh, yes.
And
Just a tick.
Chris Riddle. Riddle?
We have another bookcase that you cannot see.
There we are.
Okay.
Art Matters.
Yeah.
Which is
and we forgot to include it in the haul.
Which is an essay by Neil Gaiman, illustrated by Chris Riddle.
Yes.
Sorry, collection. It's a collection.
You can't actually see it though. Do you want to?
Really? Ah,
yeah.
Okay.
Because it's blowing it out. Ah,
Aha.
perfect. Yeah, it's really nice. I love this book.
And it's kind of Art Matters, what it says on the title.
Yeah, be bold, be rebellious, choose art. It matters.
It matters. It does. Okay.
Alright. Weirdest thing you've used as a bookmark? I don't think this is for us, because we use bookmarks.
But in the past, I mean, receipts,
Receipts?
bits of paper.
Okay, so I will make a confession. Before I met Billy, I used to dog ear pages. So then when I met Billy,
I was horrified.
we started using bookmarks. So I don't think I've used anything unconventional as a bookmark. However, I have a bookmark that's made out of a leaf, so I suppose
Yes.
we
Leaves.
could go with that. Yeah.
Leaves are nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Used books, yes or no?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
We, obviously we buy books. We like going shopping for books, but books that are given to us, if we go to book swaps, which we do often, there's a couple in our kind of local community. So yeah, we, definitely yes to used books.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely reuse those books.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't just chuck them.
Oh god, top 3 favourite genres. Okay. Fantasy.
What? Thrillers?
Psychological thrillers. Actually, no. I don't read enough of them. Okay, so fantasy, crime. I read more crime. And probably general fiction, I would say.
Yeah, I really like literary fiction and general fiction in that kind of umbrella. I love fantasy, and I suppose I really enjoy reading children's books.
Yeah, actually.
So those are kind of my top 3 that I'll grab.
Yeah, for now, without thinking about it too hard.
Yeah.
Okay, borrow or buy?
Both.
Yeah, we do a mixture. We get stuff from the library, and we also buy books. Sometimes when we're not sure of a book, we'll rent it.
Rent it.
We'll borrow it from the library first, to see if we like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both.
Yeah.
Depending on our financial situation.
Oh, yeah, as well.
Yeah.
Okay, characters or plot?
Characters.
I think characters too, because I feel like sometimes books can be jam-packed with a bunch of action, and I'm like, eh. But if the characters are crap too, I can't deal with it. I want a book that has good characters, that are developed well and written well, over a plot any day, in my opinion.
Yeah, look, I will probably enjoy a book more, or it'll last longer if the characters are really strong.
Yes.
As opposed to a really plot-heavy book. But I love plot-heavy books.
Yeah,
that
so
are just
do I. But they have to have a good character, so I think...
just carry you along on this roller coaster and whirlwind adventure. I mean, that's a huge amount of fun.
Yeah, no, definitely. But, but if you think about it, something like the Harry Potter series wouldn't have been as good if you didn't like the characters.
Yeah, of course.
So I feel like characters are definitely number one.
You can't have one without the other, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
no, you can, but do you want it? Okay, long or short books? Thank you, Airplane, for interrupting us. Yeah, okay, long or short books?
I don't know.
I think short for reading
long.
them.
I like long.
You changed your mind in 2 seconds. I like short books when I'm actually reading them. I do love a lot of long books, but sometimes I feel a bit daunted by looking at how much longer I have to go for reading. If it's an audiobook, I'm okay with it being a little longer. Generally, I'll choose short books before I choose a long book.
I tried to change my attitude, because I was one of those people that was really intimidated by long books. So I was trying to change my attitude towards them, and it's less about, I mean, it sounds so cliche, but it's not really about finishing the book, it's about enjoying it, being in this world. And if it's a long book, then you get to be in that world for a long time.
It's true, but I look, I think it comes down to writing style. If you feel like the book is carrying on too much detail can be a bit of a killer, I think.
Of course.
Detail is good, but if there's too much, it's going to be like a bit of a hard slog in between the bits that you really love.
Yeah.
It really depends, but I think if I'm physically reading, I'll go for a short, and you say long.
Yeah.
To be more immersed in the world.
Yeah.
Okay. Long or short chapters?
Oh.
I think that's really hard. Again, it's like quality over quantity. That doesn't really bother me.
I don't actually notice when it's a long or short chapter, to be honest.
I do. When I'm reading, I do notice if it's long or short, and sometimes I will check how much longer I have to go until the next chapter. And the reason I do it is because I'm thinking about how long can I continue to read. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so you want to finish at the end of the chapter. And then,
so that's kind of where it is for me.
So
I reckon probably, I don't know. Shorter, I suppose, if I have to choose one.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Name the first 3 books you think of.
Oh no. As soon as
there's too many.
As soon as there's questions like this, all knowledge goes out your head immediately.
Okay, Lord of the Rings. Ooh.
See?
Going Postal by Terry Pratchett. And what are books even at the moment?
All I can think
Trigger Warning by Neil Gaiman.
All I can think of is what we just picked up, which was like Art Matters, Guards, and the rest of us just live here.
Well, I was trying to think of a different kind.
I know, but that's all I can think of.
Yeah, well, that's alright.
Yeah.
Okay, books that make you laugh or cry. Oh, okay.
Terry Pratchett.
Going Postal makes me laugh out loud.
I'm listening to The Hitchhiker's Guide The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
Yeah.
read by Stephen Fry, and
Yeah.
I'm laughing so much that I'm annoying Michelle
Yeah,
because
because
I'm
it's at
waking him up.
night. It's really irritating.
I'm waking her up. Cry. I don't really cry in books, but ones that make me sad and emotional, definitely.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to think. Oh, okay, so The Collector almost made me cry. I've never cried with a book. I don't know what it is. I think usually movies get me, visuals get me. When I'm reading it, it's really sad or depressing or whatever. Those negative feelings. But
I think the last book that actually made me cry was, spoiler, when
was it
Sirius
Harry Potter?
died.
I was gonna say it's
in
gonna be Harry Potter.
And that destroyed me
Yeah.
so much as a little baby teen.
Yeah, no, I cry at videos, TV shows and
Yeah.
movies. I cry more at them than I do at books. But yeah. Our world or fictional worlds?
Our world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love getting lost in the fictional worlds,
Yeah.
but I definitely want my world.
Yeah.
The books I read is kind of like, oh, this looks like fun, but I don't want to be there.
Yeah. Like, I think it would be, like, Pages and Co. series, Tilly and the Book Wanderers by Anna James.
If you can jump into a book.
If you could just
that would
jump
be
into the book,
amazing.
Then that would be really fun,
Yeah.
and just come back to normal life. That
Yeah.
would be really, really fun. So
I think so.
actually, I want to live in that world, because in that world, you can do that.
Yeah, so we're changing it. It's a fictional world, but specifically in Pages and Co. Tilly and the Book Wanderers by
Yes.
Anna James. So
Yes.
yeah, we'll do that. Okay, audiobooks, yes or no?
Yes.
Of course.
I would not be able to read without audiobooks.
Exactly.
And audiobooks are reading.
Exactly. Do you ever judge a book by its cover? Absolutely. If it's got a really crap cover, I really don't want to go near it. I will if I recognize an author or a title. I'll still pick it up. But then I go online and try to look for a pretty cover.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds very superficial, but you can often tell a lot by a cover, even though you're not supposed to. Whatever.
Yeah,
but those covers have been designed to showcase what's in the book.
I was gonna say.
So if that's the selling point, is the first thing you see. So.
And people think it's not important, but it really is, because whoever is doing that graphic design for you, that book design for you, has really captured something with that book, and it makes people want to see it. That's going to help you as an author. So I feel like it's quite important.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Okay, book to movie or book to TV adaptations?
Oh, book to TV, I think. Because
I think
you
this
have
is
longer.
hard, isn't it? I think, probably book to TV, because I'm going to say majority of movies I've seen that have been adapted from books have been not great, because they try to cram it all in to one movie if they don't want to make multiples, or they change it to be more dramatic to fit with an audience that likes movies, because
True.
those audiences are quite different, I believe.
Yeah,
you know, I hear a lot of people say, I read, I don't watch TV. I watch TV, I don't read. So, I mean, we love both. We love movies and TV. Sorry. Movies, TV, and books. Whatever I'm saying. I don't know what's going on.
But there are a couple movies that I prefer to the books. Interesting.
Yeah, actually, that
doesn't
has
happen
happened.
often to me. Is usually the other way around. But
can you think of one that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our Souls at Night. I watched the movie first.
Yes.
And then I read the book, and I was like, I'm loving this book right up until the end. And then I was like, I don't understand this ending.
And that's coming in the wrap up too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right. A movie or TV show you preferred to the book?
That's funny. Oh, the other one.
Look
that,
at us,
that
we're
a lot
predicting
of people,
new questions.
The other one that a lot of people say, which I do agree with, is Game of Thrones. So the first 3 seasons, because the books are really dense and a lot of unnecessary description.
Yes, of course. That's the critique of those books.
Yes. So the TV show did it beautifully. Yeah. The first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
I think it's the first 3, and then for me it just kind of went.
Yeah.
So that one. The other one I preferred the movie Disobedience. So the book is by Naomi Alderman, I think it is. And I did actually prefer the movie, which I think other people preferred the book, but
Interesting.
I preferred the movie.
I don't really have an example
Yeah?
of a movie I preferred over a book. I can't think of any movie I preferred over a book. No, I don't know.
No.
I don't have any. Sometimes I've seen adaptations from books to movies and I've really enjoyed the visuals. They've changed them and I think it fits. And sometimes they change them and it's terrible. But yeah, like that's...
I love American Gods, the series, but I prefer...
But I prefer the book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, yes.
Okay, last one is series or standalones.
Again, it really depends.
I think it depends because, like Billy was saying before, if you have a series, you get immersed in that world longer. But I think there are some really fantastic standalones.
Of course. I mean, most what I'm reading at the moment is a sort of adult fiction standalones.
Yeah.
You know, and adult fiction doesn't have a huge amount of series in it.
So also, I think what might be a factor there is I use standalones sometimes to break up a series because I don't want to like get bombarded by it. Do you ever have that when you're reading? Like, you're in a series and it's like, okay, yes, great, I love it, but I need to stop because if I go to the next one, it might be just too much of the same thing.
For me, it's exactly like binging a TV series.
Yeah.
Where you just like go, and then for me it all bleeds into one, and you can't remember where the breaks were and which book ended where and what happened.
Yeah, you don't get as much
you can't remember the particulars.
Detail.
It's just this sort of general story, which can be a huge amount of fun. But again, like sometimes you just want to break it up and have a different tone, because you're not in the mood. I'm
gonna say standalones as a majority, I think, because I read them more often than series. Yeah.
I'm going to say, I don't know. Not answer it. Fine. Standalones.
Okay.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's all of them.
That's all of them. We did so well.
Yeah.
So well.
I think so.
Video was possibly the smoothest, most thought out.
Well, it was the most impromptu. And I woke up feeling like death and I was like, hey, let's film a tag.
I also woke up feeling like
death. Good idea, guys. But no, we got through it. I think it wasn't too terrible.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope you enjoyed it. Yes. That's the main thing, isn't it? Yeah. So if you did, give us a like, give us a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.